Hey everybody, welcome back to the Working Man's Whiskey. I'm Bobby. Guys, it's been a while. Just checking my my previous review, and looks like the last one I did was like almost a month ago. It was 3 weeks anyway. Right there near the middle of April. So here we are, guys. It's Cinco de Mayo. Not doing this review because it's Cinco de Mayo. Just finally had a little bit of time to get a review on here. Cinco de Mayo, guys. It's funny. It's one of those things that America kind of we took it and kind of used it as another day of celebration, kind of like St. Patty's Day. You know, not a lot of people know the meaning behind Cinco de Mayo, but what it was. Cinco de Mayo was it was a battle fought between the Mexican army and the French, and it was fought on, or it was won by the Mexican army on May 5th of 1862. It was the Battle of Puebla, and it's funny. In Mexico, I guess. I think in Puebla or in the surrounding areas, they still celebrate, but not like we do. You know, it's not a big drinking day. It's more cultural. They have their local cuisine, and they have kind of like a big street fair type thing, from what I understand. So it's a little bit different in Mexico than it is here in the U.S. But it's fun. I have a good time with it. I'm not against it or anything. I'm just kind of throwing out why, how Cinco de Mayo came to be. So, pretty interesting, guys. Cool to read up on history. But anyway, back to this review. This one here, as you can see, it's a product from Bulleit. I've reviewed Bulleit Bourbon, Bulleit Rye on here before. I believe they have a 10-year product now. And then they have this one. And this one is the Bulleit Bourbon Barrel Strength. And I don't know a whole lot about this one. I can tell you that it's a barrel strength whiskey, of course, non-diluted after the aging process. And it's made from barrels between 5 and 8 years old. Not bad age there. It's at least you have an idea of how long this one was aged. Even though there's no age statement on the bottle, I did a little research and found that it's between 5 and 8 years old. Pretty interesting, guys. And this one here is 62.7%, which is 125.4 proof. So it's pretty good, guys. This one's going to have a nice, healthy bite to it. As you can see, I have tried this out before. I like Bulleit's products, the bourbon, the rye. I have not had the 10-year yet, which I would like to try out. But I wanted to get this one, guys, because I have been on the lookout for good barrel strength bourbons that aren't going to break the bank. And this one here, it's a little bit more than what I usually pay for a bottle of whiskey, but it's still, this one I got for $39.99 for this bottle, which is actually pretty low from what I understand about this. I think I've heard of people paying as much as like right around $60 for this bottle. So getting it at $39.99, not too shabby. The store that I got this from, it was actually a store here in town. And they have a good variety. Actually, it's a liquor store here in town. Good variety, but it's funny. The prices are either really good for what the bottle is, or way too high. And this one I saw, did a little research, and saw that people were paying a lot more for it than it was listed for at the store. So wanted to take a shot, guys. So Doing a lot of talking here. It's good to be back. Good to talk to you guys. You know, it's things kind of come up sometimes and don't always get reviews on here. It's few and far between once in a while. But I do try to, try to get reviews on here when I can. It's just sometimes it's a little tough, guys. So anyway, let's open this up, give her a pour, and see what we got. All right. And just to let you guys know, this one, it's, as I said, it's a barrel strength whiskey, not single barrel. But it's funny because I'm reviewing two pretty high proof whiskeys in future reviews. Well, this one being one of them actually, and then another one that's pretty close to the same proofing. You guys might be able to figure out what it is. Pretty close to the same proofing, but it's not a barrel strength per se, but it's a single barrel. So I'm really looking forward to doing that one, guys, and that will be the one that I believe I will review in Virginia City when I go in just a few weeks. Well, it was a few weeks from Friday, so about 2.5 weeks or so. I'll be there and I'll review that whiskey, and I'm really looking forward to that because it's one of my favorites of all time, and it's a good one. I'll say that, a really good one. So anyway, back to this. Take a look at this. This is a nice. It's getting up there in the darker amber color for sure. Good char in there. Good stick to the glass. Who knows? And you can actually see. It's funny. You can tell this was not diluted. Looking at this, it's got a little bit of a cloudiness to it actually. Up top, kind of stick my finger in there a little bit, but yeah, it's got a cloudiness to it, guys. Really interesting. On the nose, man, it just, when you're playing with the higher proof stuff, guys. It smells thick on the nose. It's got great caramel notes to it, caramel notes, however you want to say it. Mapley type notes to it. It's got definitely great spice, both rice spice and baking spice. Definitely get those, nutmeg, clove type notes to it, a little bit of cinnamon there, maybe a little bit of vanilla as well. It's one of those whiskeys, those heavy hitters, kind of like a Booker's type, or a Stag Junior. It might, I don't know. I guess I'll tell you guys in a little bit how I feel about it compared to those, but I would put this as far as what it is. It's playing with those guys right there, so take a sip. And this is not one to be taken lightly. I'll say that. I can handle my whiskey well. You guys know I have no problem with my high proof. But I will say that this one does have a little bit of heat to it. One of those hotter whiskeys. But I love it. I mean, this is what I was looking for. And I knew what I was getting into. And it has some good heat, but great flavors, guys. I mean, sometimes I've had whiskeys in the past that are barrel proof, that are hot, and you almost can't. It's almost like a hot sauce, when people were when they're playing with the ghost pepper and some of the the scorpion peppers and whatnot. Um, they're hot. They're hot, but you can't really pick out. You know, when something's too hot for me to um, enjoy it and pick out flavors, it just to me there's no point. This is not that. This one is hot for sure, but it has so much flavor. You know, things that you can pick out easily when you're drinking it. Um, I can see why they don't. Why this bottle here is, you know, non-diluted. Why they wanted to put this product out to show you what Bulleit is before they start bringing that proofing down. And it's good stuff, guys. I mean, I enjoy Bulleit, the bourbon and the rye. And I want to say they're somewhere between 90 to 95 proof, depending on which bottle you get. But this one being the full proof, 125.7 proof, 62.7%. So yeah, 125.4 proof. I mean, this is gold. Really, this is good stuff. I feel like I got a steal with this bottle. It's funny. You can see little bits of well, it's probably from this cork. It's probably not from the actual barrel itself, but little bits of cork floating around there. But yeah, for those of you who, you know, love the cork, of course, this one, you know, nice little cork. I don't care too much about the cork. It's cool when you get one, but you know, it's not a deal breaker for me if it's not there. But anyway, very good whiskey. Take another sip, give a few more notes, and give it a score. Just looking at the thickness on the glass there, guys. It's got some stick. I mean, those legs are not going anywhere. They're sticking real well. But really good stuff. I am gonna try it with just a drop of water, just to see what it does. I love it as it is. I mean, I'm getting some fruit in there as well. Cherry type notes to it. Just has a lot going on. You know, I'm getting some cherry, but I'm also getting a little bit of citrus as well. Orange rind type notes to it. But yeah, those baking spices, that cherry note, vanilla, the caramel, deep caramel toffee, mapley type note, very good. And it's just, I mean, I got a deal at $39.99. Just a little bit of water there, guys. $39.99. I mean, I haven't seen this whiskey anywhere else. You know, Bottle Barn, that's still my go-to place. I've never seen it at Bottle Barn. They have the 10-year, which I'd like to try at some point, but not this one. So let's nose it. Now that we put a little bit of water in it. And the water, it took a lot away from it. I'll be honest. It took a lot away from it. Kind of disappointed with what water did to this. Once again, water is not my friend. It still smells good. It just, now it smells more like probably what, you know, regular Bulleit Bourbon smells like, which is still good, but it's not this. Bulleit Bourbon, just off the top of my head, from what, you know, I mean, I'd still probably give Bulleit Bourbon a pretty good score, somewhere in the mid to high 80s, I'd say. But it's definitely not even approaching this one. It still has, it's funny, I think I get a little more of a woody note to it with the water in it. You know, a little more of the that corn note. You don't get as much of, it's not magnified as much, of course, with those mapley and, you know, caramel notes to it. A little bit of spice, but that's also dissipated a bit. Let's try it out. It's good. Good with water. Not nearly as good as it was just neat before I did anything to it. Um, yeah, if I want something, if I want something less, like it is now, I'll go and buy a bottle of Bulleit Bourbon, which is, like I said, it's a good one. Bulleit Rye, Bulleit Bourbon. They make really good cocktails as well. This one, I would not desecrate this one by putting anything with it. I tried, I wanted to test it out with some water. I'm disappointed that I did. I will not be having another drop of this with anything. Not one drop of water mixed in this. This is perfect the way it is. As close to perfect as it can be. It's definitely going to get one of my higher scores, guys, that I've given. It's hard to pick out anything that I don't like about Bulleit barrel strength. Really, really good. Far and away, to me, in my opinion, better than their base products. This is very, very good stuff. So, highly recommended. Try it out. If you can find this, try it out. I don't know how readily available it is around the United States or anywhere else out there. But if you can find it, pay whatever. I mean, some people pay $60. I'd pay $60 for this if I had $60 to spend. I don't usually have $60 to spend, so extra. You're talking about daycare and just all the bills, guys, and California rent. It just we're not homeowners, so we do rent, and things are pretty damn expensive around here. So. Great stuff. That was kind of getting off topic there, but just letting you guys know that I would pay whatever I could afford for this one. $39.99, a hell of a deal. It really is. So this one I'd give a 94 out of 100. 94 getting up there pretty high. This is definitely, no doubt, in my top 10 whiskeys that I've reviewed on here. Very, very good stuff. I might put it it's close to approaching the top 5. I love Booker's. I love Stack Junior. I love Baker's. Baker's is really good stuff. There are a lot of really good whiskeys I've reviewed on here. And this one, I mean, being $39.99, Booker's, we're talking $60-$70 around here, guys. So for $39.99, I might even kick it up another point to a 95 out of 100. I mean, it's really good stuff. So if you guys can, I already said it, but if you guys can find it, whether you want to buy a bottle or buy say a double at a bar, do it. Definitely do it. You're not going to be disappointed. Very, very good stuff. So that's it for this one, guys. I'll be back soon. I was actually going to do some scotch tonight. I was going to do a little comparison between 2 scotches from the same company, but decided I want to do this one instead. This one I've had in the cabinet for probably 3 weeks now, and it's I just wanted to get this one on here because I love this stuff. Really good stuff. So that's it, guys. I'm definitely going to I'm working on a few things. I told you guys I'm working on getting a few things out there. Maybe some hats, maybe some shirts. I'd like to get some glassware at some point. If anybody's interested, please let me know now, just so I can get an idea of what to order, how much to order. if you buy things in bulk, of course, it's or if I get things in bulk, it's a little bit cheaper for me. I'm not really making any money off these reviews. I'm doing, I have them put ads on before my videos now just to get a little bit. It helps with the whiskey just a tad bit. But I'm just trying to get things out there, see what everybody's interested in. The number one thing to me is the viewership. I appreciate all of you, the subscribers. You guys make this channel, keep going. It's hard sometimes between work and family and things that might go on. Just things that pop up, guys. You guys keep me going, so I appreciate it. And I look forward to talking to y'all soon. And please leave comments as always, guys. I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments. And if you have any ideas for me as far as some of the things I talked about, please let me know. I'd be happy to hear your ideas. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Till next time, cheers.